Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name's Mike, this is my aviation channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing a simulator video, but we're going to be specifically talking about Beam eye tracker, and I want to let you know how I feel about it. Honest review, 6 months in, and am I going to continue using it, the good things, the bad things, and everything that I've learned about it. So let's start. So we're going to go into Microsoft Flight Simulator. We're going to do Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024, and I'm going to talk about DCS as well, and let you know how it's performed across the board. I know some of you are still using 2020. I use both. I switch between 2020 and 2024 depending on what aircrafts I'm going to fly. But my honest review of Beam. So I'm going to get into the cockpit. We're going to jump inside a Bulldog because I went to see a Bulldog the other day, and we're going to be doing some flying videos in that fleet. So I thought we'll jump in the Bulldog. You can see how it works, and we will go from there with it. And I'll just talk to you about it and how my experience is and what I think, and will I be using it going forward. I won't be looking at the camera now, just because if I look at the camera, this happens. So I'm just going to look dead ahead. But basically, I found it really, really good. Let's get down here. There we go. So it's very responsive. I was using one of the IR trackers to start with. Was it the TrackIR 5? That was it. I've got the name right this time. I got it wrong last time. But you have all that clunky thing on your cap or on whatever, however you're going to wear it, on your headphones, and I just wasn't a massive fan of it. And then Beam reached out to me and said, why don't you try us? So I did, and I'm really happy with it. So are there any problems with Beam? Not particularly, no. I'm pretty happy with it. But look, let's go and have a look at how this all works. So nothing on my head, it just uses a web camera to track my eyes, and if you look, I can either turn my head and look around. There's my handsome co-pilot sat next to me, or I can look forward and I can just use my eyes. Watch. So without moving my head with my eyes, but you get a more realistic feel by using your head. And also, if I come in, I want to look close at those dials. I can look right in and get all the detail. And it is really, really good. So flying, it makes it a lot easier when you're flying. You can do your checks. There you go. You can look backwards, look forwards, anywhere you want. It's really, really, really good. Let's get this in the air, and you can see it flying and how easy it is to fly with it. So people have asked me, how does it work in DCS Flight Simulator 20 and 2024? Well, it's compatible with all of them. Very easy to use. The setup is so easy. It's just a simple installer. I'll show you that in a second as well. Perfect. Right, so when you're flying, it is so cool. It just works. It's like, if you haven't got VR, this is the next best thing, 100%. So a lot of people have said, why would you not fly with just a VR headset on? Well, I do have a VR headset, but I don't have the best VR headset in the world, so I can't take full advantage of the graphics of the game. And not everybody can afford a VR headset setup. Certainly you need a much better PC. Like mine does okay, but it's not perfect, and this is a pretty expensive setup. So to be able to get the full advantage of VR, you do need a few quid in your pocket to be able to do that. So the good thing about Beam is it's so much cheaper than VR. So that's one of my benefits, and one of the reasons why I like it is because I can take full advantage of the graphics of the game and get that virtual reality experience without the cost of it. So Beam is on offer at the moment. I will put a link in my description for that offer, and it's less than 20 quid, like 20 British pounds, less than. There's a 20% offer on at the moment as well, and that's not a monthly subscription, that's not an annual subscription, that is a lifetime subscription. So if you want to save money, definitely Beam is the way forward. So like a VR headset, good VR headset costs a bomb, and also the TrackIR costs around about 150, 180 quid. So the answer to it is, I will show you now. I have sold my TrackIR on eBay. I got rid of it. I no longer need it. There is no way I'm going to ever use it again, not with Beam. And to show I'm 100% serious, here's a screenshot of the sale of my TrackIR, so you can see that it's got. I won't use anything else now other than Beam. So any disadvantages? So slightly. So I'm going to give you two disadvantages here, and the first one is the cap. So you can see it's working fine. However, it does work a lot better if you haven't got the cap on. But it was working fine then, but sometimes I find it glitchy with the cap, so I put my cap back to front. So if you're someone that has to game in a cap, take it off and put it on back to front. And secondly, the only thing is, if you're in a completely pitch black room and you are flying at night, so there's very limited light from the display, sometimes it can get slightly glitchy, and I mean slightly, it's still playable. So I find it works better if you've got light, a little bit, and when I say a little bit of light, just a lamp is enough just to highlight your eyes, and it works perfectly. So they're the only two disadvantages, but at the end of the day, having my cap on back to front doesn't bother me, or taking it off. My head's a mess, so I'm going to keep it on. And yeah, flying with a little bit of light on, or flying in the day. That is the only disadvantage. Everything else is perfect. And there's been so many people that have commented and gone, "Oh, I'd never change from my IR." I don't know why. It's so much cheaper, and there's no disadvantages to it as well. Also, like, if you've got TrackIR the professional, sometimes it runs out, or you have to have a cable running down your neck. That used to really annoy me. I can't. So guys, if you're new to the channel or you're just watching this, I do like real flying videos as well, museum tours, all sorts of stuff. But we're going to be flying in the Bulldog, and it's really special to me, the Bulldog is, because I used to fly it years and years ago in the cadets, and I got quite a few hours in the Bulldog, and I did a chipmunk flight because I flew the chipmunk a long time ago, and that was really cool. But I just wanted to tick it off and get a Bulldog one as well, and I found this beautiful Bulldog. It was an ex-Ghanaian Air Force one, and the owner Chris is really friendly, and he's invited me up at some point, so we're going to be getting a video on that, which will be really good. So guys, like I said, there's a link down below in my description. It's a secured link. You can click on it, it takes you straight to the Beam website, and you'll be able to take full advantage of the 20% off discount right now. It's only running for this week, so I'm going to upload a video right away, and you're going to get that for all of this week. So have a look at that. Otherwise, it's still less than 20 quid. So it's a win-win anyway. So if you're catching this video a bit later on, it's still cheap as chips, as we say in England. Chips ain't cheap anymore either. Apparently eggs are really expensive in America at the moment. Why is that? What's going on there? So it just adds to that realism. I've got a new game that I'm going to play. It's a space simulator game. We're going to try it in there in a couple of weeks. So I will do a video with that as well. That will be interesting. But it's worked perfectly in every game. So Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, perfect. Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, perfect. DCS, perfect. I love it in all of them. There's been a few people say as well, oh, it looks like there's a delay. If there is any delay, I promise you it's through my editing, because I have to stitch this camera and I have to stitch the cockpit view together. And sometimes, although I am okay at editing, sometimes it's slightly off by a millisecond or so. So that may be why there is a delay, but I promise you there's no delay whatsoever. Right, and if you want to see how it works, I will show you. So let's exit Microsoft Flight Simulator. So you install Beam Eye Tracker and you install OpenTrack, right? So I'm going to stop OpenTrack here. Let's just stop that for a second. And we'll play with Beam Eye Tracker. So to calibrate, it's so easy. So I'm going to put my cap on back to front. So it's so easy to operate. So once the software is installed, you just click Calibrate. And then all you do is just look at the dot and then click it. Look with your eyes at the other dot, click it. Look at the one in the right corner. Look at the one in the lower right. And look at the one in the lower left. There we are, done. Calibrated, and then it will work perfectly with your eyes. So you'll see on the screen that it's tracking my eyes there. So once that's done, all you need to do is download a freeware software, and there's a link to it on the Beam website as well, and it's called OpenTrack. So it's free. Just download OpenTrack, open it up, and then it will ask you the input device. So you click Beam Eyewear. So Beam in the input, and then the output is FreeTrack 2.0. That's all you need to do to get it to work in Microsoft Flight Simulator and DCS. And then I click Start, and you'll see the octopus will follow my eyes. Done. Leave it running, load up Microsoft Flight Simulator, and that is it. So easy to do. Such a cool piece of software. I will not be without it. That is 100%. Beam did sponsor me in earlier videos, and I was grateful for that, because any sponsorship helps the channel, but I won't take any sponsors on that I don't believe in. So I tested it first and I really liked it. Now I'm not sponsored by Beam at all. All I have is an affiliate link, but I 100% swear by this. I wouldn't use anything else. I've had it for 6 months now and it's brilliant. So guys, check the link down below. Go and have a look at it. Message me on Instagram, mike.barnett.official, if you've got any questions, or pop it in the comments down below and I'll reply to every comment as well. Guys, thanks a lot for watching. We're going to be doing loads of cool videos going through the summer. I've got my wing walk challenge that I'm doing for charity as well. Check that out. That's going to be coming very soon. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys. Remember, like, subscribe, click the notifications.